Breaking tonight, the White House just responded to a stunning new report out of the Wall Street Journal saying the Obama administration secretly airlifted $400 million in cash to Tehran. At the very same time, 4 American hostages were released. Critics are calling it a ransom payment, and we are not supposed to pay ransoms. The White House is denying that, saying this cash had nothing to do with the hostages, but was part of a payment the U.S. agreed to, going all the way back to the time the Shah was still in power. Mark Thiessen is a Fox News contributor and a fellow at the American Enterprise Institute. Mark, so, I mean, was it a quid pro quo?
Of course it was a quid pro quo. Their denials are completely laughable. I mean, first of all, the Wall Street Journal reports that U.S. officials admitted to the Journal that Iranian negotiators on the hostage deal were actually asking for this money in exchange as a sign that they were making progress. So this was literally a specific request the Iranian hostage negotiators were making. And second of all, if it wasn't a ransom deal, why the secrecy? Why send an unmarked plane with wooden pallets filled with Swiss francs and other non-U.S. currency in the dead of night to arrive in Tehran, just, by the way, by coincidence, on the very day that the hostages are released? And why keep it secret from Congress and the American people? I mean, why were they perhaps worried that the American people would be upset to learn that they were evading U.S. sanctions law, because it is illegal under U.S. sanctions law to give cash to the Iranian regime, and they were giving them hard currency that they can use to fund terrorism, support the Assad regime in Syria, and advance their nuclear program? I think Americans would be pretty upset to learn about it, as they probably are tonight.
So why is it a bad idea to pay ransoms, and why do you think we did it, if that's what we did?
Well, the reason it's a bad idea to pay ransoms is because it incentivizes the kidnapping of Americans. So if President Obama sat down in the Oval Office and said to himself, how can I come up with a policy that will incentivize Iran and other countries to kidnap American citizens around the world, this would be the policy. And guess what? It's worked. Since he made that cash payment, Iran has taken more Americans hostage and demanded more money. Since the payments were made, they've taken 2 more Iranian Americans hostage. They've taken dual nationals from France, from Canada, and the UK.
Coming up on a hard break, Mark. I got to leave it at that. But there's a lot more on this story, and we'll continue it. By the way, again, the White House is denying this. They're saying there is no connection.